But just make sure you're having a good time too. Like, this shouldn't be a stressful thing, says the guy that's been doing it for 20 years, I know. Hello, I'm Chef Steve Brown of Swagyu Chop Shop, and we're gonna cook the American Wagyu filet. This is the signature grade, so this is a medium marble score on their grade. So it's an F1, just like the Australian. We've set this thing out, and it's about 70 degrees in here for about an hour, so it's nice and soft. We're gonna add some salt and pepper all around this. Historically, tenderloins have the lowest amount of marbling. That's why people like them, but they're also the most tender. You have filet people, which don't like fat, and then you have ribeye people, which love fat. And that's why most Americans love ribeye, because it's the fattiest of all the American steaks. So now when you get into Japanese Wagyu or American Wagyu or Australian Wagyu, it kind of changes all the rules on what steak you like or don't like, because now they all have marbling. So like on this American Wagyu tenderloin, you can see the marbling in here, but when you're talking Angus, it wouldn't have any of this. It would just be a solid loin of just beef, muscle tissue. So with all of our other Wagyu, we don't put any fat into the pan. And this is a smoking hot cast iron pan we have right here. We're gonna add a little bit of our pepper here, and then what we're gonna do is, this is a little piece of A5 rendered Japanese Wagyu fat. So we melt all of it down, we throw that into the pan, we call that white gold. And then so we're gonna set now our filet right down into that Japanese Wagyu fat to start that beautiful, nice sear and crust. Look at that smoke just shooting out. It's gonna create that nice, beautiful crust. I move my steaks around all the time. Like right now, this table's slanted this way. So I'm gonna move it to the side of the pan where the fat is pooling to get that nice fried kind of sear to it. And I wouldn't necessarily do this with a Japanese Wagyu steak, but when you're talking American or Australian, and it's really just preference. But cook it how you want. All right, we're gonna pull this out to give it a little rest. Let that marbling pass all of the heat throughout the muscle. Ooh, look at that beauty. Nice and tender. Boom. Perfect. Super tender. Nice, juicy, plump beef tenderloin. Oh, wow. It's magical. This, to me, this is a Tuesday after work by myself. 4 bottles of wine. I mean, 1. That's surprisingly extremely good. Oh my God, this is amazing because it's leaner. It's got more of that Angus in it. Angus traditionally tastes beefier. Wow. All right, that's amazing. Like, it's f***ing good. Holy shit.